Alright, welcome back. And I've just quickly rendered a kind of female front-facing headshot. And I just stopped right before I went with her hair, so you guys can see how I would, render her hair. And basically with this, this again was another quick headshot. So I'm going to use the same light source as I've been using, which is top over the right side looking at them. And let's see. So what I'll first start doing is I'll shade in right here. And you can see I'm using just a basic number 2 pencil here. Something that you would have used in school to take your exams back in the day. Let's see here. Now, with females, less is more. You can leave the shading to the colorist. So when it comes to ink and pencil, you don't want to add too much because every line you add to a female makes her look older. Now you can do things like, thickening up her eyelashes. So, for instance, I'll do some thicker eyelashes here. And you can get a little carried away with this, and you can come back and erase if you do get carried away. It's not a big deal. So you can see the difference if you block out this side. So let's go ahead and thicken up the other eyelashes on the other side. So all I'm doing is just beefing up the lines a little bit. And at the end, you're kind of wisping up and away. And then underneath, I'll add a little bit of just a little bit, just to give the illusion that she has some eyelashes down below. And then another thing you can do, see I did 2 different ones here. Let's bring these up a little bit too. And then right around where her pupils are, you can shade a little bit more, kind of a shadow. And then this just brings out the eyes a little bit more, in my opinion. Makes them pop out, stand out. Now, for this eyebrow here, let's see. I'm not going to draw too much because I'm going to be placing hair over it. So for this upper lip, I'm going to go ahead and shade upwards like this. See how it looks. Now if I don't like it, I can come back and change it. And then a little shadow under this bottom lip, just the contrast. And then what we'll do now is let's see, start wisping in some hair. So I like to start the hairline over here to the side a lot of times, not down the middle, over to this side, kind of wisp it down. Now there's no right or wrong way. I mean, hair is hair. As long as you keep things conformed and consistent, you can make it look like believable hair. Now I'm just drawing in some lines. Now I can come back and erase these and tighten them up. For now, I'm making this up as I go along. I'm not using any reference or anything like that. Let me quickly cast some shadow underneath her chin. And you can see that compared to the Logan sketch, there's not many lines on her face. I'm leaving it pretty open. I might add a couple of lines here, kind of. That's really it. Because I've learned through experience that you don't want to put too many lines on a female face. That's art imitating life. Okay. So now we're just going to part down this way, and I'm again making this up as I go along. I'm going to wisp this hair behind, and this hair is coming up front. Maybe even a little hairs coming down the middle here. You can mess around all you want. Now, to contrast things and make them look a little bit more believable, what you can do is you can come back here and you can start shading in behind, and then you can put a little shade over here. Just creates volume and depth, and even back here, shade it in. And so now I'll start adding a little bit of sheen to her hair. So I'll just pick a spot and look, very easy. This is just the basics. Let's see. Again, we're not getting too complicated with this. The easier, the better. The more simple your process is, the quicker you can get your work done. And like I always say, is if you can keep your work consistent, you know, people are going to look at the consistency rather than all the details. Now, the details are really great for when you're doing like pinups, you know, pinup work, or, you know, splash page or something like that. Dive into your details as much as you can. When you're doing just quick renderings like this, you want to get in the habit of being able to draw and produce very fast work, but also the quality needs to be there too. Now I'm going to do a couple more hairs like this on the sides. I'm going to put a little neck muscle here. I forget the name of it, but it goes back to behind the ear basically. And I'm not going to do too much more to this one, because I feel like the lesson I'm trying to show here is the less that you put on this face, the better, the prettier it's going to look. And I know that that's very subjective, but unfortunately we do live in a subjective world, and when it comes to comic book art and you're trying to appease to you know, your fans, or, you know, whoever's reading, you know, everyone has their different views. Some look at it as kind of escapism. Some people are trying to, you know, it's not even worth talking about. I would say that whatever you feel like drawing, just go with your instincts, and some people are going to like it, some people are not. Just realize that you can't please everyone, and so don't even try. Now, this is enough for me for kind of a female shot. Let me see. Is there anything else I can do? I think this is decent enough for the lesson I'm trying to convey. Okay, so here we go. Now I could add some shadow under this nose. In fact, I don't know if I like this nose that much, so let's see what I can do. Generally, I like to just add a little bit of a nose, like the nostrils showing. You're not trying to draw too much of a nose when it comes to a female, because, again, less is more. Now I could, let's try and experiment here and put like a little cast shadow under here. Could do this, and let's see how it turns out. I mean, it's not horrible, so we can go with it. Now, if you wanted to give her kind of a smile, you can pop this up, just a little bit of a line here, and it just changes their whole expression, right? You can draw the little lines here like they used to do back in the 90s, and you know, you can get away with it. It doesn't age the character too much. But there you go. There's a quick female headshot, and I think you can do better than this. So keep practicing, and when you're done, you can go ahead and send me your artwork. Let me see what you got. You can send it to me in the inbox, or you can send it to my Instagram at Van Orden Art, and I'll take a look at it when I get a chance. All right, here we go. That's it. Now stay tuned for the next lesson. I'll be working on it right away.